All right. All right. Better late than never. Adele, you take pride in being first, huh? I wonder how's that even possible? You telling me that you literally, I guess you must be the first person to get a notification? Because I don't know how that's possible. How does it work? All right, so before I do anything, let me get the charts up. But I do not have a lot of time, obviously. Thanks to Mrs. Fuller. Straight killed my whole day, damn near. All right, let me get the charts are up. Let me get the chat up. It's like light coming from over here. All right. Yeah, go Adele. She said I hit the like button as well. Rich said I'm first on live training though. Uh, what's good, Shiny? I ain't missing nothing, huh? Been off and on since 1 o'clock. Nothing going on in the pound. Other pairs, no idea. When you wipe your camera, it makes you feel clean. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, so I'm gonna look at a couple of markets. I put a couple of them up in a minute. I got the pound right now up. Let me see. All right. Huh? That ain't what I tried to do. What the hell? Okay, so I got that up. Okay. All right, we all good. Need to set the timer real quick, and then we are all set. Oh, I just had. Oh, okay. I already had them up. All right, cool. Damn. All right, so pound, euro. Euro looks stable. Dollar yen. Has a level of instability still. Dollar CAD is in. Yeah, dollar CAD still unstable. Not severely, but enough. All right, let me come over to the chat, see what's good. Oh, that's sweet tea, Adele. Shaking me the spirits. Sweet tea. Dion, what's cracking? Yes, and I did set the timer. Thank you, Rich. Rich is on point, baby. Tyler, it comes out tomorrow, man. I almost choked that girl out today when she said tomorrow. Even though I knew it, I already knew it. Like, I knew that it was tomorrow. But I'm like, that you're a damn lie because you got it in the back. Just saying bring it back. You I'm like my thing was like go in the back and get it. Don't tell me tomorrow. If my other girl was there, she would have did it. But this was a new girl, so she said, don't choke me out. I'm like, it's here. You telling me that you're gonna have it tomorrow? That means you got it here. I know that, like, it been here for a week. Been here for a week. Yeah, my main girl wasn't there though. If she was there, she would have just got it for me. Some new chick. Yeah. Adele said, you seen the truck. No, but what day is today? Wednesday? They get their truck Monday. Two other spots get their truck on Tuesday. But my main spot, they get their truck Monday. So they had it since Monday, at least. Yep. Had it since Monday. So I'm like, stop lying. She was like, oh, it's going to be out tomorrow. I was like, I know it's in the back. Just go get it. But nah, I would never want to get anybody into any trouble. But the veteran baristas, they know. So they be like, just hold on. When they do this, that means they're going to get it. Yeah, she didn't get the training yet. Exactly. She's not trained in the ways of the premier customer. Oh, damn, you picking up the kids, huh? Yeah, man. I know about that life. Yes, sir. If he says jump, you jump. Right. You say, how high? Jermaine, what's good? What's up, Wendell? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, if you guys are just coming on, please give me the thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up right now before you forget. Oh, excuse me. Thumbs up, please. That means to hit the like button. Wendell gives me a thumbs up for real. Look. Wendell's like, yeah, I got you. I mean a like. Give me like the video. Oh, it doesn't show it? I don't know. It just has a thumbs up there, right? But it doesn't show how many likes are on the video. Yeah, I have no idea, man. But I do know that when you like it, it sends out notifications to more people. So for that reason, I will always ask from now on that you guys like the video when you come on. What's up, Nico? Jermaine said all other channels show the number likes. Wow. Well, either this channel was special or they played me. I don't know, man. I have no. I don't know which one it is yet. Jay Carly was good. Couldn't get here fast enough, huh? Yeah, like, see, I don't know what that is. Notifications not working. Like, they just be, I don't know. Oh, that explains that. Adele said they trying to keep you from being first, Tyler. That's funny. That is funny. All right, now the timer is set, so it should go off. I think I had it muted a minute ago. Actually, I think that's what it was. Tyler said you paid YouTube for the #1 spot, for the #1 fan. Think her internet is just better than yours, Tyler. I think that's what it is. Patience and discipline. Yeah, definitely shots fired. I'm instigating the whole shit. Tyler, you gonna let her talk to you like that, man? Oh, Adele, that thing that you was at was kind of ill with the bubbles. That's something that you do in Texas. What'd you say it was called? The bubble run or something, right? Come on, YouTube, stop acting crazy. I think YouTube kicked everybody off, including me. YouTube be acting crazy. Yeah, YouTube is acting stupid, right? Like, what is that? It does that every once in a while. Like, it'll kick everybody off. YouTube is acting stupid. Yeah, the bubble run. Says you had to scrub the blue off your legs. Wow. Dion's still there. Dion got he must got a super phone or something. No sound. Anybody else got no sound? AJ got sound. Okay. J. Carly. Yeah, exactly. J. Carly having serious YouTube issues. Okay. Oh, you had it muted? Well, that explains that. We think it is something like really serious. They'll say wrong training to be muted. For real. Oh, that explains that. Got that ATT connection, huh? Yeah, is that an emoji on here? I don't see that emoji on here. They'll just be finding all type of gifs and emojis. Oh, off the iPhone. You all fancy and shit. Okay. Adele is all fancy with her iPhone. You must be drinking tea. Look, Rich doing it too. All your iPhone heads, y'all drinking tea and eating crumpets while you listen to the live. Jay Carly, Bud Dollar. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was yesterday, right? Yep, there's the alarm. Ring the alarm. Oh, okay. It's in there somewhere, right? I got you. Because I was about to be like, damn, y'all got some kind of special power to be creating emojis on this thing. I think the easy way is just to copy it, right? Copy it and then paste it. That probably will work. That should do it. Pound, euro, dollar, yen, and the Aussie are all stable. Seems like I got something up here twice. I do. The cat I got up here twice. Don't need it twice. Need the Aussie back up here. Oh, the Aussie got some time and behavior issues right there. That shit was crazy just now. iPhone is so terrible, they have to give them special emojis to make them feel better. Here we go. She said, Cheerio, that's the ticket. Oh, snap. Yeah. Talk that shit. Right. You can throw it all day. It ain't going to break. Word. Because I don't know how many times I dropped the Samsung. That shit don't break. For real. That joint do not break. You might get a little scratch here and there, but it ain't going to break on you. Pound, dollar, euro, dollar, And the Aussie dollar. I'm keeping an eye on them when the time comes. Friends, how many of us have them? All right, we right there now. Gonna take a look at this thing. All right, so I'm gonna give my synopsis momentarily. Okay, Aussie's out of position. Euro is priced out. Pound is priced out. Dollar yen priced out. And the CAD also priced out. So there is stability now at this moment on in every market actually. Okay, well, that's good to know. One thing I'm going to start doing soon is messing around with the mobile, the phone app. Even though it's not an app, it's actually just logging into the NADEX site from your phone, from a browser. But I am going to mess around with that because I'm aware that mobile is the direction where everything is headed as far as ease of convenience. You know, everybody just doesn't necessarily walk around with a computer or a laptop or, whatever. So for that reason, I like to be ahead of the curve for what I can see coming. And my intuition never lies to me. Nope. Never lies. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing more mobile stuff on the phone. I think that that's definitely where things are headed with this, with us trading. And I'm actually glad that they made it possible for you to use your mobile with NADEX. I think that that's actually very powerful. Yeah, and when I was messing around with it, I saw that you could do charts also. So you just adjusting with your fingers, and you can make the chart go this way and make the candles bigger by doing this. And if you do it like this, then you can stretch the chart. It's simple. It ain't nothing crazy or complicated, which I like and I appreciate. She said need to make it 100% mobile. Well, when everybody just be using their phone, it will be. Yep, it surely will be. What's happening, Kev? What's up, Dallas? Walker, I see you. 245 valid entry. Okay, let me look at it now. Matter of fact, I apologize. I'm just seeing that you wrote that. That's my bad. Okie doke. Let's take a look at this thing. I hope the screen opened up. Sometimes don't be opening. All right, there it goes.
Hi, Corey. This is Joshua Walker over in the Essentials queue. How's it going? Good. I have a participant on the other line along with her advisor, who they're both looking to get some forms for potential cash out / rollover. And
Walker's ill. He be multitasking like a mother. Like a mud. Let me look at the charts real quick. I'm gonna come back. Hold on. All right, pound is priced out. Damn. That pound gave a +1 right there too. Surely did. All right, Aussie and Euro out of position. Dollar yen is not moving. This 425 right here on the pound. The pricing was at 90. It was at 90, and I thought I saw 88 briefly. By the time the +1 came, the price was at 90. Option pricing. That's a good question for training. I don't want to really ask that on here. I think I'm gonna ask you that on training. For those of you who are here now, remember what that one looked like, and I'm gonna ask you about that later. But let me look at the one that Walker was talking about.
wanted some help on that.
Let me see something. Well, let me rewind it. Mm-hmm.
Her name is Maria Cole, fully verified. All right, I'll go ahead and bring her on. All right, Miss Cole, Heidi, are you guys still with me?
Gotta rewind that to the end. Hold up.
All right, Miss Cole, Miss Heidi, are you guys still with me? Cole, Miss Heidi, are you guys still with me?
I'm trying to see the clock. Hold on.
All right, Miss Cole, Miss Heidi, are you guys still with me?
Okay. So the question is, was that MRMH? Is that the question? Well, there was a tremendous amount of speed. There was a tremendous amount of speed after the entry was validated. But was it a valid entry? Yes. Um, you may have already disqualified that in advance because of speed, however. Okay, so you were saying that it wasn't MRMH? Kev said, but I would have took it if I already had MRMH. Okay, so but the question is, was that one MRMH? Is that what the question is? And let me glance at these charts real quick. Hold on. All right, they all look out of position. Yeah, they all pretty much out of position. Yeah, okay. All right, so out of position. Yeah, so Kev is saying no, in my opinion. But you're saying, Kev, you're saying no what? No, it's not MRMH? So who's saying that it is MRMH? Because I'm trying to. Okay, so Kev is saying it was not MRMH. Got you. And what is everybody else saying? Oh, you saying if you had MRMH already, you would have taken that trade? Mm-hmm. I actually would have wanted to see the movement before the last minute. Just looking at the candle before the last minute, and I'm not making any judgment based on that, but just looking at the candle right before the last minute, it looks like speed was already present. So if you are already seeing speed present, then you're not even in the third phase. So it ain't even gonna be on the table. And Walker said it would have been it if MRMH came before it though. So you're saying that would have been a valid trade to take? Okay. The video of the 215 is from the 130. Dallas said that makes it MRMH if you would have taken it if you have MRMH early. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about right now. Like I'm trying to figure out what y'all are talking about. So y'all are saying that on that particular one, you would have taken it if you already had MRMH. Is that what is that the common theme? that I'm hearing? If you already had MRMH, you would have taken it. Is that what you guys are saying? Kev is saying yes. I think Jay Carly's saying yes. And Walker, what do you say? Otis said it was MRMH but monitor speed. So who agrees with what Otis said? Dallas said yes, he would have taken it, and that makes it a valid entry. The entry is not what my question is. Was it MRMH is what my question was. Walker said I would have been all up in them grits if MRMH came beforehand, but there was speed before that binary. So my question is, was that one MRMH? And y'all talking about all type of other stuff, except that. Was that MRMH or not? Dallas said yes. Let me look at these markets real quick. All right, everything is pretty much out right now. Everything's either out of position or priced out. Except the Aussie's out of position too, but it has pricing, but it's out of position. All right, all right, making sure this dude ain't trying to close me in here, bro. Ain't gonna be able to do that. Big ass truck came and messed up the daggone Wi-Fi. All right, Jelani, the one that we talking about, the one that was in the chat, the 215, I think. Is that the one it was? I forgot. Whatever one was in the chat that Walker posted. Come on, man, you messed up my internet, bro. That big goofy ass truck. Come on, internet, please come back. All right, we good. Where's the chat? There we go. Okay, cool. Chuck Taylor was cracking, man. Y'all are killing me with the questions. All right, so Walker's saying yes to the follow through, no to MRMH. So in other words, if there was MRMH already present, that would have been a valid follow through trade. And you all seem to be synonymous with that statement, from what I'm gathering. Now, as far as it being MRMH, Dallas is saying yes, because the speed at the end is what we can't control. Now it ends up moving and holding. And the argument is, if you already see speed beforehand, would you even continue the process? And if the answer to that is no, then it wouldn't have been MRMH for you because you would have already dismissed it because of speed. So you see that whether that is MRMH on your scoreboard becomes a decision that you're making based on the way that you're executing the process. If you are executing the process the way that we are trained to, then you would have not continued to even pretty much look at that binary because there was too much going on as far as speed. You would have already detected it and seen it, and that would have dismissed everything. So in other words, it's not that speed will discount an MRMH, it's that you wouldn't even be looking to continue with the process because of the speed in the first place, which means that it wouldn't have been MRMH for you because you wouldn't have even gone further. That's one argument. If you're just observing, you could see the MRMH, and ultimately your observation is leading you to understand what you need to see after the MRMH in order to get a valid follow-through trade at the right time. Does that make sense? This pound dollar just now was close, but not quite. Yep, not quite. So do you understand what I just said? Oh, excuse me. Oh, and if you just came on, please thumbs up the video. Please like the video so that the notifications can get out. If you don't mind, please. So in other words, if there is too much acceleration in the market and you've already detected that, you're not in phase 3. You're still in phase 1. However, if you've been in observation mode for a while on the chart and you have seen transitions take place, right? You may or may not, and in the case of what I'm about to give you as an example, you may determine that the market is currently in transition. And in other words, you're recognizing stability that may be present, but at the same time, speed could be present as well. Can you have them both? Of course. You can always have a stable market and there's too much momentum. Either way, you're not taking a trade if the timing is not what it needs to be. You have to have the environment and you have to have behavior simultaneously, not one or the other. So because of that, if you do call that particular binary as MRMH, then you need to follow up with whatever you're in need of in order for valid follow-through trades to take place. Because otherwise, you're trying to catch a trade or an opportunity at the wrong time, ultimately, because your timing is still off. If anything, if there's anything there that's throwing off environment or behavior or both, then you really need to just dismiss any type of valid entry that might take place at that time. Because there's no such thing as a good trade. Just because a trade sets up, if it's doing it at the wrong time, that's not valid for us. Does that make sense? And is that clear also? You don't want to get into the habit of allowing for certain things to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I saw that, but yeah, it's cool though. Many times you see me call out MRMH And I mentioned monitoring speed. And if it does not subside, then we don't see follow through trades or anything. There's plenty of times where we get MRMH, but we don't get follow through trades. So in spite of whether you're calling it as MRMH or not, you could do either one. You could call it as MRMH or you could not. And wait for the more solid environment and behavior to be reflected at the time, and then wait for MRMH to appear during that time. Or if you do call that as MRMH because of your level of skill and understanding of the market, you know specifically what to wait for in order for a valid follow through trade to be presented. You see what I'm saying? Now, what would I do? You already know what I would do. If I'm on the chart and I call that as MRMH, I'm going to follow up with what it is that we need to wait for and need to observe specifically. It could be the timing of the behavior. It might be the speed. Whatever it is, I'll mention it and you know specifically what it is that is not currently present that needs to be present. You see? So again, this is about always constantly evolution. It's always about evolution and elevating your level of skill in the market, because there are levels to it. There's levels to what we do. Like, it's not just cut and dry. You just remain in the same spot forever. No, your elevation is a constant ongoing thing, regardless. Because of that, you need to make sure that your process of execution is 100% solid all the time. That way you don't ever have to question yourself. I think I put matter of fact, today's that video that I put out, that TikTok video, was talking about execution of the process. It's rinse and repeat. Whatever your process of execution is, has to be the same thing over and over. You can't try to switch up your process, because when you do that, you're going to switch up not only your expectations, but you're going to switch up the perception of what you're seeing. You see? One minute you thinking that you looking at this and seeing this, next minute is something different. It can't be that. Your process has to be the same, regardless of where you are. If you at a certain level, your process can't go beyond your pay scale anyway. Because if there's a gray area where you got questions that are unanswered, that's not your pay scale. You see what I'm saying? You're not in that pay scale to be even there asking anything. Just stick to where you are and rinse and repeat your process until what needs to come is there. Like, that's always what I'm gonna encourage you to always default back to. That's why when you just stick to what you're being trained to do, your understanding is what creates the process for you at the time. It's never a different process that we're using as far as the framework goes. But the way that your process works is personal, based on your level of understanding. That is definitely applicable for real. Like, that's 100% right there. So you want to just keep yourself always rinsing and repeating the process the right way. And when I say the right way, I mean the way that you fully understand what is actually going on within your execution. There's no gaps, there's no questions. You know, you don't have to wonder or ask or debate about whether something is or it isn't. Like, you see, I just gave you two scenarios. Which one is right? Out the two scenarios I just gave you guys, which one is correct? Which one's right? Tell me. Mm-hmm. That's a mic drop. Indeed, I agree too. Yeah, did you just hear my question? It seems like this is delayed or something. Don't deep dive it. Don't deep dive if you're only capable of snorkeling. Yep, that's that Miami talk right there. Word up. Don't come out here messing with these sharks. Sharks, get your ass in the pool. Yeah, y'all got the crock brain right now. Y'all just totally missed the question. I said dependent. I said yeah, yeah. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are worse than me. Jesus. Hold on. Aussie, nope. Euro, nope. Pound, nope. Dollar yen, nope. Dollar cat, nope. All right, so it's 450. The markets overall look really good as far as environment and behavior right now. So hopefully that'll carry over into 6 o'clock. You know, when the market reopens. Even though I don't even get back on the charts until like 6:30, 6:45. But my question was, out of the two scenarios that I gave you, which one was right? And the scenarios were, if you don't call out MRMH, you know why you didn't. If you do call out MRMH, you know what to determine is what's necessary and currently missing in the environment to know what to wait for. Which scenario is right? That was my question. Nice. He said what Matthew said. I don't even think Matthew's on here right now. Y'all are crazy. Nah, he not on here. He not on here right now. No. But Otis hit it right on the head. They're both right. Jay Carly, I know you didn't put both and then delete it. I know you did not just do that. Shame on you. Yo, she put both and then tried to delete that shit like I see it. She's like, wait, hold up. Before I leave that there. Wow. I like what you guys are saying though. So Rich said the second one is more powerful. And I agree. Because the second one is an elevated level of understanding. Dallas said knowing why you call MRMH. So he's saying that the second one is also powerful. Correct. JT said it's both. It's all about the level of understanding. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. And look, Rich confirmed what I just said. Second is an elevated action. Exactly. Wendell said, I agree with what's in Mark's head for the answer. Always the safe bet, right? John H, what's happening? Oh, you finally caught one, huh? Before we were off. Nice. So Walker says both scenarios because you understand why you did or didn't call MRMH. Correct. Correct the mundo. So basically what I'm saying is that there's levels to it. And whatever level you at is good. It's not like because you're not at and it's not that because you are not necessarily at a more advanced level that you are any worse off. You are in the same position as whoever is at a more advanced level. You are just as capable as they are of doing what you need to do because it is the same shit. It's the same. Even though there's levels to it, we are doing the same things. You understand? We're doing the same shit. Because even like just let's say both of those scenarios play out. Homie over here didn't call out MRMH. Homie over here did. So he calls out MRMH. He still got to observe the market and wait for the follow through to be the right one at the right time. He didn't call out MRMH. He's waiting to see MRMH for the first time. We are both homies is doing the same thing, right? They doing the same shit. So, yo, it get dark mad early. It's 5 o'clock. Like, yo, it's 5 o'clock. It's mad. It's like dark already. But anyway, but you guys understand. You guys understand. I know that you get it. Right. Otis said it's like somebody that speeds down the road that they've been down a million times. Exactly. Exactly. Adele said the whole time I was like they both right, but I knew shenanigans were going down. And you were 100% correct. Nothing but shenanigans. And Wendell said, we off to see the wizard. Yo, that is hilarious. Ooh, that's a mic drop. Damn, Walker. I can't read that yet. I gotta wait on that. I'll come back to that. That's crazy. Woo. JT said, my thing is MRMH can happen with velocity but not speed. It's different. That is correct. And again, that's more advanced level of understanding. But again, we're all in the same boat still. I like to spot MRMH and understand why and then what comes with it. J. Carly says she on some brand new shit, basically. Walker, I want to be sure to establish a solid and consistent understanding of applying the foundation before I start trying to add levels. There you go. In other words, just function where you are and stay in your pay scale where you at right now, and you'll be fine. The funny shit about it is that sounds funny when I say that, like stay in your pay scale, but we're literally all in the same pay scale. Some of you are just still not aware that you're in the same pay scale. It's like being in the same, it's like living. I give you a good example. And this is not even me exaggerating. This is a fact. There are people that live in Brooklyn that literally lived on the same block as me for like 20 years. And they've lived there just as long as we've been there. Same block. Never seen them once on the block. See them everywhere else. Didn't see them one time on the block. Found out that they lived on the block one day just from conversation. So it's like, oh shit, we've been living on the same block all this time and didn't know it. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. It's very similar to that same kind of like idea, where you be somewhere and you're not aware that you are somewhere. I didn't know that they lived on the same block with me. And this is somebody that I've known for years, but didn't know that they lived right there. So that's a good example to use. It's similar to that. Like we're doing the same things, all of us. Right. Exactly what Rich is saying. If you're understanding at any level, then you're on the fairway. You are where you need to be. Adele said, y'all wasn't on the same mental block. Adele want to get deep. She want to get deep into it now. Jelani said he agreed with JT. Definitely can with velocity, but it's also levels to that as well. Basically, you have to feel the different levels. Yeah. And it's something that you either do or don't do. If put it like this, I feel like this. If you don't do it by default, then you're not ready to do it. There's certain things that you do, and during a training, I might point it out, and you'll be like, oh, I do that. And it resonates with you because that's something that you already do. Like, does that make sense? There are things that you do already, and I point them out on training, and it hits you like, oh, snap. I didn't realize I was doing that. That's how you know that you're already at the level. Because it's something that you've been already doing, already seeing, already been able to execute without me saying anything or without anybody else saying anything. You've just been doing it on your own. If you're still trying to wonder about something, then you're not at that level yet. It's like it has to click, the light bulb has to come on. And that's why there's no rushing of the process, because eventually the light bulbs is going to come on, period. Exactly what John is saying. It gets easier with experience. Exactly. But Walker's funny. He said, when you try to get to level 2 before completing level 1, that's how you end up at ground 0. That's mic drop right there. Jesus. You notice I don't talk about velocity a lot. I mention it time to time, but I don't really talk about it that much. There's certain things I don't focus on as much as others. I focus more on stability than anything. I focus way more on stability. Because understanding the nuances is very cool. But it's more of a benchmark and a progress report. It's just letting you know how far you've come. To me, it's not something that you really are like you don't really want to strive to learn certain nuances before you can comprehend them, because all it's going to do is congest you and fill you up with something when you can not even replace, but instead of having confusion in the space, you have clarity and simplicity in the space so that you can just execute simplicity. You understand? It's like if I had to choose between knowing something that's more advanced and not, I would rather not know so I can keep doing the simple shit that just works all the time without me thinking too much about it. I would rather do that. The more that I get, if your filter is not strong enough to the word I'm looking for. You got to be able to sift through information. And if you can't sift through the information so that you don't allow it to clout and to make what you do fuzzy, you'll get fuzzy. You're going to get confused. And in the process of you getting confused, you make it something simple complicated. That's what I always try to make sure that I'm keeping you guys protected from. Like I always try to keep you away from that. It feels great when I go through certain nuances and we're going through elevation. All of that is wonderful. But the elevation only is as powerful as it should be when your execution of the basics and the foundation is strong. Then the elevation just exacerbates what you already do. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't want new information to make what you currently do fuzzy, where you start not doing what you are actually good at doing already for the sake of having, all of this new knowledge or this new information about all of this advanced level stuff. It's like you don't even need to do that. Bottom line is just put yourself in position to always win your trades, and that's it. Well, how do you do that? Follow the protocol. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not complicated at all, actually. It's very simple. And if you keep it simple like that, that's how things will play out. They'll play out simple. You just be taking your trades and winning them. You be taking your trades and not scared to take them. You'll be able to spot MRMH. You'll be able to spot the follow through trades. You'll be able to know when they're not there. Right? All because you are very good at recognizing stability, doing the basics. You see what I'm saying? That, like, why do y'all think that I focus on stability so much? I know that if you're able to recognize stability, you'll dismiss everything that's not stability. So you're never going to be in position to be in the trade at the wrong time. I would rather you mess up with the parameters at the right time than to have beautiful execution of parameters at the wrong time. How that sound? Right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. John says stability should remain the foundation, especially for new people. Bingo. Fine to go into advanced stuff sometimes, and please do, but we need to get everyone going or they just get frustrated and lost. Exactly. So that's always my main goal, is to always do that. Always have the foundation strong throughout the group. I'm like, I really don't care what you do as long as you do whatever you do at the right time. If you're doing shit at the wrong time, that's what pisses me off. Because it's like, all right, that means that you're missing the whole purpose of recognizing stability in the market. There's a disconnect if you're not doing it at the right time. You should not be doing it at the wrong time. And now, mind you, that has nothing to do with what you're aware of or not aware of. It's just like if you know about certain things, cool, but that don't mean you're gonna do it just because you know about it. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with that. So I would rather you either not know at all, or if you do know, you don't put emphasis on knowing. You always maintain the emphasis on the solid execution of the simple shit, the foundation, which is where we always need to be. It's like anytime you might get flustered or confused about anything, first place you should go is back to the basics, back to the core, back to the beginning. What was you doing when it was working? You see what I'm saying? You got to go there. So I would rather you stay there than to drift away from that and then have to come back. And that's why we do everything that we do, you know, between live training, live streams, and all of this stuff that we got going on, to ensure that we remain locked in to the foundation at all times. And that's it. Yo, it's mad dark. I look like a haunted house. It's like the Thriller video. And that's what I'm saying. Look, in the time, it's 5:09. I'm like, why is it this dark? It's 5 o'clock. This shit crazy. Crazy. All right, but anyway, it's been real. So I'll see you guys on training. Everybody else, I will see you mañana. Y'all be safe. That's how you scare your kids. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.